This is verse 10 of the 20th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. In the midst of the parable of the workers in the vineyard, the landowner has paid a full day's wage to those who had been only out there for about an hour or so. And that, of course, gives rise to an expectation from those who had been out there for the entire day that they would be compensated even more, which is the general drift of the verse we have here. So we have kai, the connective, elthontes, having come. It's an aorist participle from erchomai. It's the nominative masculine plural. The subject of the participle is hoi protoi, the first. It's an adjective used substantively, so the first workers, the first ones, having come, and of course aware of the compensation that was provided to those who had only worked a much shorter time. And nomison. This is from actually from the underlying noun nomos, which means a law. The word means suppose. Within it is the idea that they had kind of assumed a rule, sort of an implied rule, that if these fellows that had been there working only an hour got paid a certain amount, that they would get paid proportionately more. So they're really excited. They think they're going to get a much larger sum than they had originally agreed to. So that's the idea, the nomos, the supposition, based on an underlying unspoken rule. So having the first ones having come, supposed, hoti, that, it's conjunction pleon, more. This is a neuter. They assume they're going to get more. This is an adjective, more something, not stated. Lampsontai, from lambano, I receive, third person plural, future. Middle, indicative, they would receive to themselves. Something more, kai, connective. Elabon, from lambano, I receive. This is the aorist. It's the third person plural. Aorist, active, indicative, second aorist in construction. And they received to, the, which parallels really the preceding verse. Ana means up, and from that each, denarion, each of them a denarius, same as the others had received. Kai, connective, autoi, even themselves. So they themselves also received the same as these others had. And of course you can imagine that precipitates a certain degree of resentment, which is the discussion that ensues